So my work day would be getting up between 4 and 4:30, coming out to the barn, looking after the horses first, and then I go back into the house, get ready, and head off to the city in Halifax. Work there, and that's how I get my paycheck to help run this. Then I come back home after, depending on traffic, it could be anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half twice a day. Then I come home and I go into my house and let everyone out to do their business, and then the dogs are fed, cats are fed. I in turn change into my barn clothes, and then I come out here for the next hour and a half to 2 hours or longer, depending if anything is going on. Then I'm in the house and I'm normally doing paperwork, and I truly do try to get at least 1 hour to myself and watch television, but some nights I don't get that. So yeah, I average anywhere between 4 to 5.5 hours sleep a night. So it's, but it's worth it.
Anne's a unique person. She, for humans, she shows unconditional love. To be around Angela is a pleasure. But for the animals, she just pours her heart and soul. There's nothing she won't do to keep one alive. She's gone against veterinarians' idea that the horse might be finished and should be put down. She's brought them back to health.
His name is Freedom, but when we first got him, he injured me several times. There was nothing kind or nice about him, and I just had a heart-to-heart with him, believe it or not, out in my first barn. He had hurt me again, and I just said, Freedom, I love you. I don't know why you don't love me, but you hurt me one more time and you're going. I stood in my barn and I cried because I'd never come across an animal that didn't like me before. So I was taking it quite personally. I was like, what's your problem? Like, why don't you love me? Why do you keep hurting me? And believe it or not, the next day I went out, it was breakfast time. And that's when he became really pushy and would, not nip at me or headbutt me. So I knew I was ready to go out, do my usual thing and wait for him to kick at me or bite me or push me. And he didn't. He couldn't have been any more calm if you give them a chance and you work with them. He's proof. He's proof. When I first got him, the first thing I do with all the animals is have a vet check. And my vet at that time, not my current vet, but the vet at that time, just shook his head at me. And he said, Angela, this horse is not going to even live to see the end of the year. So we proved him wrong, because his estimated age at the time was between 10 and 13. And he's now between 25 and 28. So there you go. Is I dreamy? I love you. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. It's the rewards. It's the rewards of having a senior, being surrendered because they're old. And then letting them live and die with dignity. That reward is tenfold. I love it. I love adopting sick and senior animals and making sure that they live out their last days being spoiled rotten, and having my arms around them every day and telling them, Mommy loves you, just so they know that that is definitely the most rewarding thing for me, is helping any sick or senior animal. It's just knowing that, they're going to pass being loved and not forgotten. Look at her eyes. She's so beautiful. The eye of beauty. Yeah.
Other times I've seen the vet bills very high, and Angela would eat from the freezer and fridge for not go to the grocery store for 2 weeks because she had to buy medicines and whatnot. And she always puts her animals first.
Each animal that has passed here, it's still in. I don't deal with it. People think I deal with it, and they say, how do you do it? And my God, you must be strong. Nobody knows the pain that's inside of me. So I don't deal with it all that well. But I can tell anybody in this world that that animal died happy and full. Its belly was full. So I don't deal with it. It's all in here. I actually seen someone beating a horse once. Actually, I've seen quite a bit, but I guess the horse beating was one of the things that I seen. And, use some foul language with that, are you doing? That type of thing. Took some video. And then I just went over and pushed them away and comforted the horse. And told them I'd be back with my horse trailer. And they told me off, and I was like, well, this can go public, or you can let me take the horse, because you clearly don't like this horse, so I'll take it. My instinct was, don't touch that horse. Don't touch, I became angry, and whatever it is that's in me came out. And he had to deal with me. He wasn't touching that animal again. I'm not going to stand by and watch it. I don't care. I know the law is the law. I understand that. I'm not stupid. But I am stupid enough to sometimes take the law into my own hands if it's an abuse case. I would love to help abused women and their children find therapy and love, support using the horses. I think it'd be great. Because I know mentally, me with the horses, you come out to the barn and you get a horse hug, it's just like, thank God, I love you so much. It's like it's brushed all away, or at least it is while you're out in the barn. I don't think I've ever been in a bad mood out in my barn. I've come home in a bad mood, but when I leave my barn, I'm not in a bad mood. So it's, horse hugs. Unless you've had one, you don't know what it's all about. But it's therapy, trust me. So I think having horses and abused women put together, I think it would be solving 2 problems. That's my big dream. But that's only if I ever win a lotto. You turd. Mommy's turd, aren't you? Spoiled boy.